I think it's really crucial for the kids to have someone they can talk to that is just going to listen and be a sympathetic ear and not judge them or try and tell them what to do, but a lot of times they just need to be heard, and they need someone that cares about them and is going to respect them and help them with some of these tough decisions they have.
Our girls don't always have a supportive family member at home. In fact, most of them don't live with their biological mother or father. They're all in some alternative living situation. And for a lot of us that have been raised by both of our parents, that experience isn't something that we can really understand. To grow up without an adult to kind of guide you through the process, or a parent to say, did you finish that exam? How did it go? Have you studied? Have you practiced? Have you applied for college? Those kinds of questions, our girls don't have anyone in their life asking. So if they're not self-motivated, or they don't have an outsider coming in and offering them some support, that's a significant hurdle for them to overcome.
The number one challenge that my mentees deal with on a daily basis is irrelevance. All of them are in situations where they're one of many, or they're not necessarily, I hate to say it, a valued member of their own family.
Being a mentor is the one person in their life that can make a difference because they're there. They can listen. They're consistent. Unfortunately, at-risk kids are not consistent. I really applaud the mentors who time and time again show up even when out of a group of 5 or 6 there may be only 1 or 2. But they are devoted to these kids. They tell them from the beginning, you know, you have a part and I have a part and I'm going to do my part. I'm going to be here.
Part of my job is to deal with students who are at risk. And the school and community benefit by having additional resources available in terms of a mentor. Men and women who serve as mentors come from various segments of our community, and they bring that knowledge and understanding into the school system.
Our goals have been to see these kids through to graduation because there are so many obstacles in the way, and they get really frustrated and they talk about dropping out, and we just want to encourage them to know that they can do it and equip them with the resources, and then we hope that somewhere along the way they'll also realize they can go on to do more past their high school graduation, but the first goal is get them through school.
My greatest challenge as a mentor was to come to each girl and recognize that she had a different personality, a different experience, and was dealing with a different set of issues. We had some girls that have some anger management sort of issues that they're working through, and we also have girls that make decisions that frankly I wouldn't make in my life. But I don't have their experience. I haven't had their life, so I have to remember that I can't say what decision I would make when I talk to them, and that I need to just accept them where they're at and help them get to a different place depending on where they want to be.
This is something I think mentors or mentors to be need to be a little cognizant of, is you're gonna get into some situations that you may never have thought you'd be exposed to. And I mean, we say they're bad, but it's the reality of what some of these kids are dealing with. Pregnancies, drugs, jail, abandonment by their family members.
I think it was in the second year that we realized it was finally starting to click, because they would start to call and ask questions or send a text. They were remembering my name from week to week, which was a big step. And it was just knowing, I think they realized that I was committed to helping them and I wanted to be there. It wasn't any sort of obligation that I was fulfilling. It was because I actually cared about them.
We had one girl graduate last year, and we had a sort of recognition dinner for her graduation. Her grandmother came. This is a girl that in the first year didn't remember our names, definitely had a little bit of an attitude when she came, didn't really want to talk or participate in the group, didn't want to participate in the activities. The second year she came back, she really seemed a lot different, and we saw her grow. She graduated, and when her grandmother came to that dinner, she stood up and spoke to the whole group, and she talked about how this teenager had made a 180-degree turnaround, and that at least her grandmother thought part of that was the Walk the Talk program.
I don't want people to view this as an intervention for at-risk kids only. Mentoring is what we should be doing as a natural part of anybody's life.